Saw a caravan heading east earlier. Command says we're doing a good job out here. I think they just don't want to come check on us.
I was gonna complain about the wait, but the last guy who did got thrown out by MPs.
If you're here to complain about how long this is taking, get in line.
Welcome to the Department of Roads and Commerce. If you have an appointment, please see Mr. Bowers down the hall. Otherwise, please wait your turn.
All this for a damn caravan license.
Oh, hell. I'm really very busy. What the hell do you want? The name on the desk says J. Bowers. That is, in fact, my name. Paperwork. Lots and lots of paperwork. Never ends. And if it ever comes close to ending, then that means the NCR was obliterated by a second Great War. The Department of Roads and Commerce is where the paperwork for all travelers coming in and out of the NCR is fully processed. That's why we have so much of it. Help? Actually, what do you know about the great NCR bureaucracy? I'll be the judge of that. Okay, at this facility, we mostly process 10W and NI forms. The former are commerce records and the latter are immigration records. 10W forms are tax records mostly, but they also consist of pre-business license forms. We can't process full license forms here, though. We have to sign a separate form so the SVB can register them in full, otherwise we have to fill another form, which no one wants. Anyways, back to 10W forms, they vary based on dependency, marital status, disabled status, military status, blood type, religion, age, and income. The NCR uses a progressive, regressive, flat income tax structure, which is easy to understand. Just consult the terminal for further information. 10W forms can have to be filled out 3 times. We keep one for storage, and we fax the others to Shady Sands and the hub for benefits allocation. NI forms are a little more complex because there's so many moving parts in comparison. NI forms can be naturalization, work visas, asylum, rehabilitation, tribal education, and citizenship verification. Plus, we have to file out notices to appear, orders to release records, and orders to vacate. And of course, there's permits to re-enter and arrival/departure records, which is especially valuable because of our status as a border town. Baja's offices have CSL forms, but we don't, thank Dharma. The first step to those is radioing the West Outpost because they have succinct logbooks. Then you have to fill out a form for that. Don't worry about specifics of immigration status, occupation classification, or desired income bracket. I hope so. If you're still interested, then I'll start you off with some 10W forms. Sure, 6 hours of labor, $200 in cash paid at the end of the shift. Don't worry about taxes, contractors are exempt. And there's a stack of forms over there.
I was gonna complain about the wait, but the last guy who did got thrown out by MPs.
You ever think about how we're guarding sand? Like dying over miles of sand?
Back in Sectown, I was repairing tanks. What a downgrade.
Morning. Refugees keep coming through the 15. Makes you wonder what the front line looks like.
Stay safe out there.
You ever think about how we're guarding sand? Like, dying over miles of sand.
Hey, I'm Rushing Waters. Welcome to Fort Weston. Make trouble, and I'll make you dead. If you have actual concerns, talk to Colonel Royez. He's inside. Keep your wits about you. Hey again. Not where I'm from. The beautiful blue rivers and green forests of Toyabe, far to the northeast of here in Nevada. It's the armor of a desert ranger. Or, well, mine is, but some of the NCR's other veteran rangers wear them too. We used to be a different tribe, but we've joined up with the bear. There's a lot to say. A lot of history in that name. We're older than the Legion, than the NCR, even the Great War. But I'll give you the short version. Our tribe believes in combat excellence, brotherhood, and the right of people to be free from danger, want, and control. The Rangers were a great tribe, with clans in every state in the Old Southwest. If a ranger visited your town, you just knew that your luck was about to change. Our luck ran out 10 years ago. The Legion spooked the command and they fled to the Bear and signed a treaty to bring us into the NCR.
Dying over miles of sand.
I never met them. I was in Utah for all 7 years we fought them. A lot of my brothers and sisters did, though. Told me that the Legion just kept coming. I guess I can see why we signed the treaty if that was the case. Not sure, really. The way you hear the other Rangers talk, you'd think they were winning. I guess there were just too many of them. At the fort? No. There are none in the Mojave right now either. Kimball's got most of them in Baja or fighting the Brotherhood. It kinda sucks when the leadership signed a treaty for helping us fight the Legion, but wants us fighting their problems instead. I guess that's the game the NCR's playing now. Oh yeah, I've heard about that. Never seen it before, though. It's where the treaty was signed. Go for it. Fine. It's not like this base is going to be under attack anytime soon. A deeply complicated existential question. I do not know. It's not because I'm needed here. It's certainly not because I want to be here. The actual reason is because of the Colonel's Little Sierra campaign to the north. He wanted someone with a history with the 80s. So, I got pulled west from my normal work in eastern Nevada to be his guide. Then, the Colonel brings me in one day and says that we've been redeployed here with no warning. The Bears got designs on conquering all that space to the north of Vegas. So, they have little outreach groups to find out what problems there are going to be when they commit to that. Sometimes they send a ranger like me to help out. A huge roving raider tribe that dominates the I-80. Not sure if they were named after the interstate or the other way around. I once recovered the bodies and motorcycles of a band and brought them back to their camp by myself. That was very important to them. I was named a Bubba, and they promised me that they would always view me as one of their own. I came of age during the Legion War and was sent to make sure the guns kept flowing from New Cannon to the south. I managed to unite the Mormons, the tribes, the Rangers, and even some of the 80s into a great alliance. We defeated the Bone Dancers at Park City and took Wendover from the 80s. I mediated a treaty with the rest of the 80s. It was the safest Utah had ever been. Then we signed the treaty with the NCR. The Rangers were pulled west from everywhere. My understanding was the Alliance collapsed without us there. A damn shame. No. The bear is a demanding beast. They want everything, they want it now, and they don't care who they have to hurt to get it. All that power over all that land, it's bound to go bad eventually. Well, I mean, yeah, me neither. But if leadership hated them that much, they wouldn't have signed the treaty. If leadership sells out, then what can anyone do? Go for it. He's a good commander hemmed by bad leadership. The Sierra campaign was a simple, solid, well-done operation. But he's a boss that I never had to answer to before. His Rangers and my Rangers are different. I do feel listened to, but I don't think his bosses are listening to him. They call him Memo because they don't want to mispronounce Guillermo. He hates that nickname. If his bosses can't even get his name right, then just forget it. Keep your wits about you.
It's so hot out. Saw a caravan heading east earlier. Hope they know what they're walking into.